there's a brand of shirts I'll show you. I love them, but they're like $90 a pop. I'm probably going to buy a few.
Wow, you must love them a lot then.
Oh, it should. May as well start the pod. Welcome back, PNC Lads podcast. Evan,
Hey.
Dylan.
The levels are working.
Yeah.
You're not listening to fucking camera audio.
Audios, guys. I was telling do I like this shirt, but I'm not going to fucking tell all you little...
Gatekeep it.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say like something else that started with GA.
Oh,
no. Yeah, just because I don't want to use walking around. But no, they're $90 pop. But I'm probably going to buy a few. This is what I was about to say. I feel like buying T-shirts. If you have 3 good shirts, like I'm not talking about like Uniqlo ones where you wear, like you can wear them to the gym and fucking, get them dirty and shit. I'm talking about 3 nice shirts. I feel like you're good. A white, a black, and like say a blue or a grey or something. I feel like you're good to go. So like $270 in shirts, that's not that bad. Just ready to go. That'll set me up for like a year.
You know what? It's just so hard to accept that though.
It is.
That you have to spend that much, mate.
It
for
is.
3 shirts.
It is. But the thing is, I just find it so hard to find. Like, because I'm not going to go to Universal Store and wear the same shirts that 99.999% of the population be wearing. And then if you try and go for any other cheap shirts, they're just fucking shit. A few washes, they're fucking thinner than, I don't know, my hairline. Which, by the way, I got sunburnt. This is an all-time low point for me.
Oh, no.
We go to the beach yesterday, and I get fucking burnt slightly. Guess where I got burnt, bro?
I'm going to say there because I can see it's a little bit
So
red.
what's happened is when I do my hair, I'm able to use texture powder and make it so that my receding hairline is covered. But when I get wet, the hairline, the product's gone. So what's happened is I've put my sunscreen on, gone in the water, the hairline's been pushed back by the ocean, and then I've gotten sunburn on my hairline. That's fucking diabolical, mate.
But, firstly, no one's noticing that.
Yeah, but that's because I've got the hair back done.
No, but until you... Like, I had to go look for that.
Yeah, that's good.
But what's it called? Because, like, my hair, like, pushes forward a bit. So, did you not, like, kind of go underneath your hair when you were sunscreening, like, your forehead?
No.
Or you just, like, went...
I didn't touch the hair because if I push out, I'd get... Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not good, bro. But... Fucking, I just look in the morning. This morning, I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm just like, you suck, eh? Like, how the fuck? Like, that's
unfortunate.
That's a low point, bro.
It's unfortunate that you got burnt regardless.
On the fucking hairline.
Yeah.
Like, basically, I should show my barber, this is where I want my hairline to be.
Did you get, like, bronzed anywhere else or no?
No, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy that tan accelerant.
I got like a slight bit of a, the biggest telltale sign if you've tanned any bit is the waistline.
Yeah. Where
your undies cut off. So I actually did have like a bit of a tinge difference.
Nice.
Got recommended. Actually, should I tell people this as well? Yeah, fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's called Fox Tan. It's only women use it.
Yeah.
But why can't I use it? Why can't you use it?
2024 too. You could have a...
So I bought it. It's like only $26, $27. And you just lather yourself in it. And what you do, so some people just use the fucking accelerator. Silly, stupid.
I feel like that might be a disaster if you did that.
I have to be smart. Because, like, runs in your family skin cancer with your mum, runs in fucking my family with my dad.
True.
Like, I'm thankful I've got a bit of an olive tinge with my mum's side, but I'm still kind of a hybrid. And I'm not trying to die of skin cancer at 35, bro.
No.
Not happening. So you do have to still somewhat be careful, but I lathered myself in this shit yesterday. And for like 10 minutes, I just laid with it. And then... post 10 minutes, I put sunscreen on. So I wasn't going to get burnt in that time. But they say if you're going to put sunscreen on, put this on first, let it sit for a bit, and then you can chuck sunscreen on. I need to find SPF 30 though. Something a little bit less protective. I know it's counterintuitive, obviously, but...
Yeah. Nah, beach was nice though.
It was nice. It was Cottesloe is just a really nice area, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind living there. If anyone wants to sell me a house for, say, 100 grand or something, I'd love it.
Yeah, cheeky little down payment, get a loan. I'd take one of those nice apartments. Right, we were looking. There's a new apartment that's being made just outside CBH, Cottesloe Beach Hotel, which is where every chance where we'll be Sunday.
Yeah. Well, actually, you guys will be if you're in Perth. Tell us if you're going to CBH on Sunday.
Yeah, tell us.
Want to know if it's the spot? You can buy us a drink. Thanks.
But imagine, bro, we were saying this. It was just you, myself, Maury. Imagine being at being at your apartment, overlooking the water. You've got so much nice, friendly foot traffic in the area. It's a beautiful summer's day. You've got your boys with some music going. You're playing drinking games. And you literally look out over your balcony and you look at the line for CBH.
You find some people in the line and you say, "You guys want to come up? Like, come party. Come party
We're
for a
literally
bit."
coming back down there, bro. Come party.
They're like, "Oh, we don't want to wait in line." I'm like, "Oh, we got fucking VIP. It's all good."
Yeah. Bro, that's just... It reminds me of the show How I Met Your Mother. They literally live above a bar. And fuck, in your 20s, I couldn't think of anything better.
Oh, it'd be such a fucking good time, mate.
Well, I think... Would it be dangerous? I think it'd be dangerous. Because you would be there almost every Sunday, I think.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah. So that's the difficult part. But it's, you know...
But you could also just pop in for like 2 hours.
You know that saying in the Drizzy song, more money, more problems? Give me the motherfucking problems?
Yeah.
Give me that issue.
100%
Give me that issue, bro. Give me the house. I deal with the fucking issue.
Yeah. How was your weekend, mate? Oh, I had a big weekend. Not in terms of typical big, but...
Yeah, my weekend was good. Our Saturdays were almost similar. Oh, they were similar in some aspect. You boys actually went golfing.
Yeah, we just did a driving range.
Yeah, went to the driving range. How's the body feeling post-driving range?
Fucked,
Still
bro.
fucked?
Oh my God, dude. I didn't know I had this muscle. Like, it's made me realise I need to train, like, plyometrics more. If that's the word. Bro, my obliques, it feels like my ribs have bruised my fucking side of my body. That's how, like, sore both of these sides are. I was going to train legs yesterday. I don't think I could. I got to train legs today. I'm not even sure if I can, bro. With how sore, like, the sides of my body here feel.
Your belt's going to kill you.
Yeah, and then also my hands here from the golf club, which I've now found out apparently that's because you're holding the club too hard. And it's like this counterintuitive thing where you're supposed to almost hold it like you're holding a tube of toothpaste and you're trying not to squeeze out the toothpaste. Like,
Right, okay.
But it was like you've got to trust that the club's just not going to fly out. And I'm like, I don't know if I have that dog in me, bro.
Yeah.
Like, how am I just going to like barely hold onto the club and fucking throw it 400 meters?
It's with anything, unfortunately, when you get that post-activity soreness. I remember I had to help my brother fucking dig up his lawn, bro. Holy shit. My body was cooked after that.
Yeah, it's like because you're using like weird muscles, bro.
Yeah, different actions.
I ain't using these side fucking rotatal parts of your core when you're lifting weights.
No, you don't.
So now I'm thinking I'm going to have to do like the kettlebell one, you know, when they like put the whole kettlebell around their head, bro. I might do those, try and get these fucking sides of my core strengthened, bro.
Yeah, it's not great.
Because holy shit.
You hit the biggest bowl of the day from all the corn?
Adults hit it the furthest, but I hit it the best.
The straightest, yeah.
Because like if it's out of bounds, you can't really count it.
No.
Like
No. Did he just slice it massively?
Nah, it went out by like a meter.
Oh. Oh, fuck.
But it doesn't count, bro.
Yeah, fair.
Nah, I think Dolts hit it like 290 or some shit, and I hit it like 285.
Yeah. Good hit.
But it was like a meter off the center line of the fairway, bro.
Yeah.
But I was actually flushing them, bro.
Good day.
Yeah, I was hitting the ball well.
Were you just using a driver?
Driver and a 7-iron. So I was hitting the driver. I would say like I could hit the driver consistently. Like if I was trying to get it to go straight, I could hit it consistently straight at like 240 meters. And then with the 7-iron, I could hit it consistently straight at like 150 meters. And like this was in the middle of the fairway. Whenever I tried, like then I got angry and tried to just like start smashing the ball to see how far I could hit it. And that's when you'd start hitting them onto the fucking freeway.
Yeah. You know, I wonder how it's going to correlate if we ever eventually play like 9 holes or something. Because I remember last time we played 9 holes. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Wasn't too successful, was it?
No. No, this is the thing. Because
it's just different, isn't it?
I went and played with my dad not like proper golf, just like super golf.
Oh yeah.
But it's the same. It's the same tech as like you've got a. It's the same swing. Like you're still hitting just a bigger ball. But bro, taking it if you just like take the swing slow and go through the technique in your head.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to fuck up the hit. It's when you try and like smack the ball hard. Like if you just let like because I don't know about you, but I get on golf TikTok. I don't even play golf, but I just start seeing these swings and stuff, and I'm like, I've just been taking on all their information, and I was like low-key putting it into practice. So I think if you just try and not smash the ball, you're good to go. Because even if you hit the driver 180 meters, which isn't far, but it's straight, that's good.
Yeah, you know what I hate though? When some people like do a really bitch swing. Like a real bitchy swing where like they're barely hitting it just to make sure it goes straight.
Yeah, that's...
And they'll do it like 70 meters or something. I'm like, I've got no time for that.
I don't know, timestamp that because otherwise I'll fucking have to go through the whole thing to try and find that.
It's like when you go bowling, bro, and someone will just roll the ball. But just to make sure it goes straight, I'm like,
yeah.
What are we doing here?
No, like if they just hit the ball like with a putter,
get it,
along the floor from fucking 200 meters out. Like,
when you should be trying to chip it, bro.
Yeah,
onto the green, like fuck off.
Yeah,
I've got no time for that.
Yeah, it's lame as fuck. If you're one of those people, it's like like you say with bowling when you just like you try and like.
You're just guiding it to the
just
middle
fucking
of the
throw it at 40 k's an hour in the gutter, mate. It looks better.
Just throw it, mate. So, it's a fine line though. I do understand that it is a fine line. But yeah, you boys did that. And then we went to the last local, which is a local pub to 70% of the boys group. Used to be local to you. And you had a great steak sandwich, mate.
It was great. So yeah, the last local, for anyone who's interested, it's on Nicholson Road in, I think it's in Canning Vale.
Yeah.
If that's still part of Canning Vale, I'm not sure. But it's a good, they've renovated it since I was living down that way, but it's got a nice beer garden, sports bar almost vibe out the back. But yeah, we all got steak sandwiches. I think pretty much everyone did besides Jared and
me.
You.
I got a palmy.
And they had like 3 variants of the steak sandwich, which I thought was fucking awesome. Having they had like this French dip one, you dip it into this broth. And it was, bro, I tasted Andrew's broth and it was elite.
Yeah.
And then there was another one, I think Dalt's got it, and that one had like bacon and that was like char grilled.
Yeah.
And they all looked elite. But yeah, my steak sandwich was fantastic. I think Dalt's was probably better with the bacon. If I had bacon,
fucking loved it.
Yeah, it would have been game over. But no, all in all, great.
Saka waited for his food for quite a while.
They forgot to make his.
Yeah, I had what was the drink I had? I had a ginger beer. I fucking loved like good ginger beer on tap.
I don't like ginger beer, eh?
Really?
Yeah. Well, I haven't had it in a long time, but I don't used to like it. Have you ever had a Matzo's?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It's like the most expensive. Well, not most expensive, but it's like a very high end like ginger beer. Like I used to get it for my dad for his birthday. It's like $120 fucking carton.
I think it's a dad thing. They love like ginger beer. Eh? Well, it was either that or lemon lime bitters. I think I had a ginger beer.
Yeah.
It was James Squire.
Yeah.
And it was, mate, it was so refreshing. I fucking loved it.
The beer hit diff after hitting like golf balls. I was really parched too because I finished my water. That first beer went down an absolute treat.
You know what's such a shame, bro? Is that whole thing cost me like $40.
Yeah.
It's just like, if that could cost me 30 or like high 20s, I'd be more inclined to do that. I'd be inclined to do that more often.
Yeah.
$40 is a bit of a piss take, you reckon?
I think like it is, but we also... Like, we didn't do anything else for the weekend.
No. In that aspect, it's fine.
This is what I was saying to someone. Like, if you don't... It's like if you don't go out, like clubbing or like to a bar or whatever, and your Friday and Saturday nights consist of going out, getting a meal, and getting like a couple of pints, and say you spend like $50, and you do that Friday and Saturday, $100 for your whole week of entertainment is cheap.
Yeah.
Like if you only spend $100 on entertainment for yourself, like a week, that's pretty fucking reasonable.
I think so, especially in today's age.
The problem comes if like you do that on a Saturday at lunchtime, And then you decide to go out Saturday night and have another 10 beers, 10 drinks, and then you wake up Sunday and go Sunday session, and before you know it, you spent $500 on a weekend. That's when you're like, damn.
You know why I'm probably thinking of this? Because I had to buy clothes on the Saturday morning,
Yeah,
and
there
that
you go.
wasn't fucking cheap. And now I'm
there you
just
go.
thinking like, yeah. But my palmy was actually fucking, it was really nice.
No, the food, I feel like
was good.
the food there when I've had
clean.
it's very good. And I feel like it's good portion size too. I was a
You
little,
weren't happy about the chips.
yeah, I was a little disappointed on the chips. So I've said this multiple times on this podcast too. I feel like with chips in restaurants, it's the easiest and cheapest way to fill the plate up and make the meal feel really full. Like, I don't know why restaurants decide not to just fucking load the plate with fries, because it's potato. For them to make a kilo of chips would cost $1, bro, or whatever, cheap as.
Yeah.
And they're just fillers to fill the plate up. Just make the fucking bro. Could you imagine that steak sandwich and chips comes out and it's fucking mountained with chips, and you just look like, oh yeah.
The only reason I wasn't too mad about the chips is because I thought they weren't that great to start with.
See, I thought they were great, bro.
Oh, there you go. Oh, to be fair, you had sauce. I didn't have sauce.
They had that nice crunch, deep fried, like golden crunch. Yeah, I don't know. They were right. Well, I liked the meal. It was a good time.
Yeah,
Driving home sucked, but
And then that night we just hopped on Blops.
hopped on the old Black Ops 6, bro. I haven't seen this in years, bro.
Started a Discord server because one of our friends is selfish and wants to play on a different method. And how many did we get? I think we had like 8 or 9 people.
Do you know what's good? Sacamano can join because it's Xbox. Surely Xbox has Discord. It's literally Microsoft. They would have to.
So he might have to get it up on his laptop.
Yeah, but
then
even he can jump in our chats, bro.
Well, he's getting a PS5 soon.
In a month.
But I don't know. I very much doubt he'll buy a COD on an Xbox.
It's free.
What?
Game Pass, free.
What do you mean Game Pass?
If you have Xbox Game Pass, it's free.
Does he have the Xbox Game Pass?
Yeah.
Did not know that was a thing. But yeah, it was a great time, wasn't it? So a lot of laughs. Got Frankie on. He's hopped on for quite some time. Just basically had everyone on.
Yeah.
And we're all just chatting shit, bro. I was quite content, because when I got home, you know what was good? I was well fed. It was like 5 minutes for me to get home. It was magic. That's what you said, it was shit. Fucking magical for me. 5 minutes. You know what I did after? I put some nice trackies and a jumper
I did the same thing.
I put some trackies. I got like these slipper socks, which got like a bit of friction on the bottom.
Yeah.
And I put like a nice zip up jacket on. And I was as cozy as could be. My mum and dad were out.
Yeah, it's a great time.
It was fantastic, mate.
It's a great time.
Hopped on and just had a fucking fantastic night, didn't we?
Yeah.
Big Zachy. I can't believe Zach's gotten around it.
He's hooked as fuck, bro. Like, he is hooked. He's sending me TikToks of Black Ops 6.
Can't believe he's... I laughed at the start when I heard he was getting it. I said, there's no way. I actually said it to his face. I said, there's no way.
When him and Rambo play together,
I have a bit of fun.
he's loving it because, like, the lobbies. That's the one bad... I mean, we'll get off this topic really quick. Unless you guys if you guys want us to talk about more gaming, like, it's how we hang out with our boys quite a bit. But, fucking... Skill-based matchmaking basically means you're going to play against people your own level, but they capitalize to the highest skill level to a point. They try to find a bit of a middle ground. But, like, so me, Jared, and Dalton, it's like our main game. We've played it for years still. So when these other boys try and join us, they're versing our skill level lobbies while being, like, slightly less skilled. So they have a much worse experience. So when they go play on their own, they get easier lobbies, more skill to their skill level, so they have a way better time, which does suck because it's way more fun playing with 6 together. But, oh well, fucking what can you do?
So it's all right for me because I'm kind of in between.
Yeah, you're all right.
Like, I can kind of get by on yours, but then I also, I end up being at the top if I play with them.
Yeah.
So, I'll basically just chop and change depending how I feel.
Well, for you, this is the only other thing. The problem is if you guys play with us, we're controlling the map.
Yeah.
So, like, it's a bit easier for you guys to get kills because you're not just getting spawn trapped. Whereas if you play with them, like,
they're not going to.
The map's not as controlled, And if you're getting controlled against, you're getting fucked.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit of hit or miss. But
unfortunately, sometimes we just can't get all on, or we have to split it up because too many people. I love that issue.
I could not fathom, bro, when we were like, we have to split the group because we have too many people who want to play COD. I'm like, is this 2014?
Yeah. Did you? I can only imagine like the wonder and the sparkle in your eyes when that happened.
Oh, it's pure, I'm happy
because this is like your only game that you play these days.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine you just going, wow, what a wonderful world.
Well, what I like now that we have a Discord server.
Yeah, it's good.
And anyone can just, it's there.
Yep.
It doesn't go away.
No,
so like
fantastic.
if you boys are playing FIFA, instead of just doing a stupid party chat, like if you're just in the Discord, like I can just join the Discord. Because I like just hearing you guys yap.
Yeah.
I just like hearing the chatter. It makes you feel like you're not a loser playing alone.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's now that we've actually got Jamo in there, that's going to happen now. So
Yeah.
there's no reason to make party chats or whatnot. So just always hop in there. Don't even ask the question. We're doing this, we're doing that. Just get in there.
That was like yesterday. I was just sitting in there. Like,
Yeah.
no one was on yet, and I was in the chat.
Yeah.
If someone joins, they join. I'm like, oh, how's up, man?
Yeah, just get in there. But no, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. It's where a lot of the majority of laughs come.
Yeah.
And I'm happy about that.
It's back to reality, though. We're going to get off this nerd shit. But let us know if you guys do like us talking about games or if you do the same. I know the girls probably don't enjoy us being nerds as much. But this weekend's been a fucking absolute disgusting nerd session from me.
It has
been. But I planned that.
Yeah.
So now it's back to a bit of reality. It'll probably just be playing in the evenings, but such is life.
Such is life. Manchester United got robbed last night.
Fucking robbery. Was it daylight game for them?
It was daylight.
Daylight robbery, Dylan.
Yeah.
If you're a West Ham United... Is it West Ham United?
West Ham United.
If you're a West Ham United fan, I hate your club.
Our ex-boss Lee messaged me last night.
Yeah. Did he... Well, he better not have been giving you shit.
Nah, he actually said... He said that was a disgrace first off.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
Because he was like, can't believe you're not winning. And then he said, yeah, it wasn't a pen. I said, yeah, well.
Okay, he's... Lee, you get a pass.
Yeah. He used to listen to the show.
Yeah. Maybe he still does, bro.
I hope he's still doing well. Love that guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, shocker of a decision. And we've only won one game in our last 8. And it's just...
Is it that bad?
In all comps. So not just the Premier League.
Yeah, but I fucking swear we've
won one game in our last 8.
We've just been drawing, eh?
Yeah, it's just Borchester United, mate. Just boring as batshit. So
see, I would say that, except for the last like few games, because before we were awful, playing like super, like fucking passing around the back and shit. But now, like the last like few games, I feel like we've had chances, we just can't fucking finish them.
It's just unfortunate. I'm numb. Like I'm numb to it. When they scored, I was like, oh yeah, here we go.
I was happy. I was like, oh, what a fuck! It was kind of a sick goal.
No.
Oh, they scored.
West Ham's first goal.
Oh yeah,
I said, yeah, saw that coming. I was like, yeah. It was just the writing's on the wall. There's a script in life, and there's multiple of them depending what you take part in. I knew what was on that script, mate. It was just there. When you miss 4 or 5 sitters in a half of football, and you don't take your chances, you could have the game wrapped up. You're gonna be made to pay at some stage. It's not like footy.
Yeah.
It's not in AFL. Dominant teams, they tend to just win. They tend to just win and beat the
You
shit
say
teams.
that, bro. We 2021 and 2022, we lost to North Melbourne like the last 2 games of the year, and cost ourselves top 4 twice.
But it happens a lot less frequently. Where like in soccer, you can really just defend for your life.
Yeah.
And you can just like almost make the game unplayable. You can't really do that in footy.
And if keeper makes like worldy saves, like fucking yesterday, the keeper made an absolute world save, bro. Like,
yeah. And also, you think of how many restarts there are in AFL, where the game, so there's 6-6-6. So there's you're kicking to a uncongested forward 50. In soccer, bro, if you haven't scored, the whole defense is just going to be in a fucking low block, just parked up, and have fun breaking that down.
yeah, it's why the AFL changed it. They want more scoring.
So
I wonder if soccer would ever do something like that.
It's just impossible. How do you do that?
You just say you have to have 2 people in the front half at all times.
It's But then that affects other rules like offside and whatnot.
Exactly.
So it would just never happen. It's
Oh,
impossible
I don't even if it all of that other stuff, I don't think they ever would.
No.
Soccer fans would have a fucking meltdown, bro, if they changed any rule like that. Could you imagine? Because the sport's been around for fucking a lot longer than footy.
But yeah, it was a disgusting penalty decision, and we lost. So that's that. So another weekend of demoralising sport.
I feel like we should
just come and go.
I feel like we should talk about the fact like how men are with sport, because I always see like chicks on Twitter and like threads go along and they're like, oh, why do guys will start watching a sport and then they'll watch a podcast about that sport.
Oh yeah.
And then they'll watch the review of that sport, listen to expert analysis of that sport, listen to the upcoming game the next day for their next game coming up for the same sport. Let that sport and that team dictate their feelings and emotion for the week. And it's so funny because, bro, I've lived, like, obviously with footy, I've done that for a long time now, but soccer, I've only just started supporting like United properly this year. And bro, I find myself like listening to like Goldbridge. I've been listening to random other fucking like Manchester United, like random podcast breakdowns and shit, just like listening to them talk about it. But it's been fun, bro, being like a fan of them again, like actually like following it.
Mate, I come back every week. It's weird. This morning, I obviously watched the game last night. This morning, watched a review. I tend to watch it after, but I needed to get to bed, so I just went to bed. Watched a review this morning from a couple of people. Midweek, I'll start to look at what we look forward to.
Yeah, I'm the same, bro.
Coming up to the weekend, the game, a bit of analysis, what we can expect, and then I'll watch a proper preview about how the opposition sets up and whatnot. And then I'll just watch the game. I'll be disappointed again.
Yeah, disappointed in the selection.
Yeah, and I'll just continue to repeat that cycle. So I wouldn't change it.
No, it's so
It's
funny.
all I consume really on YouTube these days is just like Manchester United content.
Mine's the same. That was sport across the board.
Yeah, so it's weird. I'd love to know why our brains work in that way, and not to generalize, but for a lot of women, it doesn't work in that way. Hey?
No,
They just don't care.
Yeah, it's different.
Obviously, there's minorities. But yeah, it's just weird. I'd love for someone to analyse the brain. Tell me why. Tell me what's going off in my brain when I watch a review of United, when I watch a preview.
This is so interesting because I just started like watching every United game for the most part that are at a decent. I'm not going to watch 3 a.m. games, but for the most part, like watching their games, following along. I don't watch all the other leagues, but I like listen to their reviews of the other leagues and stuff. I'm following whether the manager should get sacked, whatnot and stuff. And I'm like watching all of these support. It's kind of fun because I'm just getting into it. Like you've already been in the trenches, bro. You're fighting the fight.
I've been here for over a decade. Mate.
I've just come through. I've come 3 years into the war.
Oh yeah, hopefully.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Hopefully you're on the turn.
Yeah, the up.
Hopefully you're turning the corner.
I thought it was this year, dude. I said to Saka, I said we win the league this year. At the moment we're like 14th.
What did I say to Ryan? I think I said 2027. I said 2027 will challenge for the title.
It'll be a good time. West Coast win the flag. Yeah, all good. Anyway, moving on from sport. Fucking this is probably the biggest thing right now, at least in the Western world, but the fucking Donald Trump being on Joe Rogan podcast. It's like, it's insane. I think it's got 33 million views in a day for a 3-hour podcast. 2
of the biggest people in America, I'd say, coming together.
What's the biggest podcast by, like, I don't even, what's a big metric? Fuck knows. Basically, you've got the Nelk Boys and Impulsive and those kind of podcasts.
Impulsive is
and they're like 10% of Rogan.
Yeah.
If that.
You just got the entire mainstream listening, all walks of life listening to Rogan. My dad's never listening to Impulsive.
No.
Or like an older bloke would just never do that.
Well, just for context, so Joe Rogan's Spotify, the Joe Rogan Experience's Spotify, like 5-star reviews, 858,000 with a 4.8 star rating. For context.
So he's got a bit more to catch up to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you go to the Nelk Boys, which is probably, I would say, probably the next biggest podcast. 26.1K with a 4.7 star rating. There would be some that are bigger that I just don't know, but
Yeah.
They had Trump on, like same sort of thing, right? But 26.1K as opposed to nearly 1 million, bro, at a 4.8 star rating. That's fucking diabolical.
To be fair, he has been doing it for like well over a decade.
Oh yeah, that.
Like I think he's like a fucking like a long time, bro.
Well, think about, so this is what's
One of the
funny.
first to do it.
Spotify, I had a look at this. So, when Spotify signed Rogan for 100 million or whatever, and they paid Call Her Daddy like 50. Call Her Daddy's YouTube. I think, so just tit for tat, I'm pretty sure they had Kamala Harris on, and they got like maybe 500,000 views. 33 million in a day.
I wonder what he would do with Kamala.
He said he wants to have her on, but Kamala, I don't think she would ever do it.
Because she probably knew what she was getting with Call Her Daddy.
Yeah, the softball questions.
Yeah.
Like Rogan actually challenges ideas.
Yeah.
But I would love to see her go on it. It'd be sick.
Yeah.
But I just think it's so insane that that's just YouTube. Like imagine the Spotify numbers, because a lot of people would listen to the podcast over watch it.
It's a shame those aren't there.
View counts.
For people to see. Like there's no like button. There's no this, there's no that. I don't know why they don't do that.
Yeah.
Obviously creators can see, like we can see what we get. And
the numbers will come out. Don't get you like I'm excited for probably I would say after a week they'll release the week numbers of both. It'll be like 200 million fucking views / listens, I reckon, across the board.
How much do you reckon he's making off that episode?
Well, this is the thing. I don't know what his contract is, but probably nothing if he's getting paid just his flat fee from Spotify.
Oh, there have to be incentives.
I reckon there would be.
No way he's doing it like just a salary.
But no, crazy. Go have a listen to it too. I mean, I
have to listen to it.
I wouldn't say I'm a fan of Trump, but I do like his authenticity. When you listen to him on a 3-hour podcast, it's very authentic. Like, he definitely says some stupid shit, and he's not. We've said it all along. Like, both candidates, I don't think are great, but like at least Trump's just he's just a bloke, bro.
You probably wouldn't see this because I assume you don't watch the news.
I watch like a little bit here and there, but
probably very rarely on like just standard TV, right?
Only if parents are watching it.
Yeah, my mum and dad watch it all the time, and like I'm just naturally in the living area, like doing whatever. And anything they show of him is just like the extreme, and they just
and negative,
and they're painting him in a negative light, and then obviously they do the complete opposite to no matter who the opposition is.
They talk about that on the Rogan podcast, how it's like an actual, it's literally a psyops war.
And then like my mum would just be, oh, he's a fucking idiot. I'm like, yeah, but like you're just being fed. You've got, all you're going off is 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Like you've got no idea. So like your comment's just invalid.
It's funny because like because I have the same conversation with my parents, and I'm like, if you just go listen to this podcast, I swear to God, if anyone can, like, obviously when on American politics, I really couldn't give a fuck, right? Like, realistically,
but
who
it
wins?
Does affect us as well.
It sort of does, but it's not going to really affect my life that much unless we somehow go to World War III. But
that's the thing.
Like, if you can seriously listen to that podcast, unless you're like a policy know-it-all or whatnot, but if you don't really know like too much about what he's talking about and whatever, but if you just listen to the guy talk, there's no way you can possibly tell me like, oh, he's such a dickhead. Like, I literally am listening to it. I'm just like, yeah, he's a normal guy. That's what it sounds like to me. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, it's just annoying, bro. Because like you just get fed one thing from this, you get fed one thing from that, and unfortunately, a lot of the people just don't take the time to actually like look at statistics of what happened when they were in charge, as opposed to just like, oh, comes across as a wanker. That's who he is. Yeah,
well, someone else told me to think he's a wanker, so I have to.
Yeah, so
but the older generation are very much
set in their ways, man.
Set in their ways, but also very, very programmable.
Bro,
I can go and listen to Trump for a 3-hour podcast, not listen to the news where they say Trump said this, he's a coward. I'm like, he was making a joke. If you go listen to the show, he made a joke there.
Yeah. You know what? I can't stand, bro. I always make this joke. It's not really a joke, But I say, yeah, when I have my own house, Channel 7 is going to be banned between this time. Because I'm not watching the news, bro. Because I actually can't stand it. Because it's just depressing thing after depressing thing, right?
Family of 4 mass murdered in a hit and run.
I was on the couch. It happens all the time in my house, right? But I was just sat on the couch. Mum's like, on her phone. Oh, listen to this. She goes, the guy's just been run over in south of the river. He's got a family of 4. I'm like, why are you telling me this?
Yeah.
I literally say, I'm like, why are you telling me this? I was like, I don't want to hear this. Like, what am I going to do with that information?
Yeah.
All you've done is just make me upset, bro.
Yeah, it just makes you feel sad.
Yeah. And like, I used to think that way about like Telethon, but now I've kind of come across you need to be, for stuff like that, where you're actually working towards a cause, you need to like not be a bitch and actually like listen to it and like obviously contribute. But I used to hate watching that shit, bro, because obviously it's sick kids and it's so sad.
Yeah, it's just meant like really sick kids too. Like,
yeah,
not just
it's really depressing shit.
death row type shit, kind of.
But that's something where you need to like kind of take that in and like, because it's for a good cause. But if I'm just hearing of people fucking dying,
I mean,
we didn't hear that, bro.
We didn't talk about like the telethon. We didn't mention it, but yeah, fucking they raised like 88 million or something, bro.
Every year they smash the record.
In fairness, it's a little skewed because like the government gives like $30 million and like here and there, but it's still elite. It's for a good cause.
My
so
dad always says they should be doing that regardless. It shouldn't be through
100%.
telethon, which I'm sure they do as well.
Yeah.
But it's still, mate, the fact that WA does that.
Yeah, it's fucking.
We should like shit on the rest of Australia, bro. In that aspect, it is fucking wild.
Yeah,
and I think that like they get people from all over the state come over as well. And they always say like everyone's just so amazed, bro. They're so amazed that like a state can come together like that and contribute that amount of money. Like it just really brings everyone together.
It's good.
The year they hit 100 mil, it's gonna be fucking crazy.
I can't see it not being next
It'll be
year.
in the next like 2 years, bro.
The fuck, like what was? I swear it was like 30 million last year, and then this year was 88. I think I don't know. Maybe
I think it was like 60 last year, but They always break. They're always like, oh, we're going to break the record. Are we going to break it? You always fucking break it.
They're going to break it.
They always break it. It's so good to see.
It's a great cause. Very good. Shout out to Telethon. You know what? I would love to do something with Telethon. I'm not sure if we're politically correct like that. But
yeah. Another thing, last thing about Channel 7. I'm low-key a MKR fiend, bro.
Mike, it's rules.
Yeah. Because it's always on. Like, I would finish work. And then I'd be having dinner and then it'd just be on and I'd be eating dinner in the living room. It's like just a bit of a saucy show.
Look, this is the thing with all reality TV like that. They do a very good job of keeping the viewer hooked.
Yeah.
Like any of it. Like if you watch it, I always say, who watches this crap?
It's different though, MKR, because it's actually like they've got 2 judges who are like, I actually like they're funny blokes and they're really good chefs, but they're actually just making like you and I appreciate food, someone like creating like something sick.
No, I always watch like highlights and shit.
And that's what they're doing. They create some sick meals, bro. But then there's like a bit of beef in there as well.
That's the thing. It's like pre-planned drama though. Not to the viewer. It's like, oh my god, they ran out of time. Like.
Yeah.
But like, I don't care. If you break down it's like if you watch a movie, this is people I despise, bro. Watching a movie, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
That wouldn't happen. No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah.
You think John Wick would fucking dodge 600 bullets, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Idiot. Like, I fucking hate people like that. Just enjoy it, bro.
Sometimes when it comes to entertaining media, this is completely the opposite point that we're making for politics.
Yeah.
Take it for face value. Take entertainment for face value at times.
Yeah, it's meant to, bro.
Enjoy
it's meant to be mind numbing, bro. You're meant to just sit and relax.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't sit there and go, there's no way. There's no way his dog would have died and he did that.
It's good, bro. Am I the only person out there who enjoys a bit of MKR?
Well, I don't watch normal television, and my parents don't either. But if it's definitely good when it's on, like like The Block. They do a great job of fucking keeping me hooked. When I used to watch that shit religiously. Now they've probably taken it too far now, where it's so scripted, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
But
yeah, some sus characters, that's for sure.
Another thing, since we mentioned Trump, bro, did you? You're gonna be mind blown with this because I saw it on Twitter. Did you know that? So you know how we measure paper, like A3, A2, A1.
Yeah.
Americans don't, bro. So they don't have any paper measurement. They go based off of inches. So they just go like say. So you know, can I grab a stack of A4 sheets, please?
Mm.
They would go, can I grab a stack of 8.14 inch by 1.24 inch pieces of paper? Thank you. Fucking diabolical, mate. The Twitter thread was going bananas.
Why are they so silly, bro?
Like, how do you not have A3, A4? Imagine we go to America and we're like, they're like, can we get like a bunch of these posters printed out A3 size, please?
Yeah,
they're like, what? You're like, what do you mean, what?
Yeah.
The fuck? What do you mean, what? Just print them out. They're like, we don't know what A3 is. I'm like, what?
They're idiotic because like it's
backwards, bro.
They're the only one that like in the world they go like, oh, this guy's 6'2", but like in Australia and the UK it will be like, oh, he's 187 centimeters to be like exactly accurate.
Yeah.
They're always just different.
Yeah,
They're always different.
I've always wanted to know this. If anyone is American listening to this or knows American way of living, but when they're building a house, so for example, right, you want to build a window in Australia, we would go, oh, it's 2400 by 1800, so it's like means 2400 mil, which is millimeters, by 1800 millimeters. In America, tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm convinced that they would go, yeah, so 45 and a half inches.
Yeah.
Now here's the problem with that: 45 and a half inches. It's too big a measurement. The reason we use millimeters is because it's
precise.
It's exact. Bro, the fuck? 45 and a half inches. What if we want 45 and... I always hear them like 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
What the fuck is 3/4 of an inch,
How are you
bro?
measuring
Who's
that,
doing
bro?
math like that?
I don't know, bro.
Wild.
But they're always like... Yeah, I don't know. Their brains just work differently, bro. They're simply a different breed.
Yeah.
They're nothing like Australians.
Yeah. The yards.
Yeah.
Just use meters.
Wait.
I think 1 yard is like 1.1 meters or some shit.
To be fair, I think the UK use yards as well. Yeah, they do because like it's like the 18-yard box in the Premier League and stuff.
I think that's just old fashioned, bro. Because it's the same thing as like stone. Stone's not the weight they use anymore. I don't think they use kilos.
Maybe
It's like
they use
like
kg. Actually, maybe they use pound as well.
No, they don't use pounds. Pound is money. Fact checking, I'll just say England use yards
Or do pounds or kg?
or meters? They use meters, but to measure things like temperature, water, and they also use meters and yards to measure length in. But the reason they use both simultaneously is, of course, they haven't successfully metricated all industries. Yeah, so the yards is old fashioned, which is so the yard box, that's an old fashioned term. They're not going to say the 18 meter box.
Yeah. I think it does depend, obviously, but I don't know. The way we do it here is right. That's all I know.
Well, this is like universal for most of the world besides America.
Yeah. I was trying to be different, bro. It's to the Spotify playlist anyway, bro.
Stuck in their old times. I've actually got 2 songs.
Hey!
But
Thank God,
actually,
bro.
I have quite a lot.
My first one's going to be great tune, Bring Me to Life by Evanescence. Wake me up inside.
Yeah.
And then
Tune.
Dancing in the Flames by The Weeknd. That's going to go in there.
I'm putting 3 in.
Shit, boy.
Burning by Child's Mind. This song is Fred Again-esque. You will love it.
Burning by Childs. Yeah, found that.
You will love it. The next one.
That's song 500, by the way.
Wow. 500 tunes. How many hours is that? Does it tell you?
I'll check after.
Because that's us going to fucking Europe and back and back and back again.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
next year if you're not just listen to the PNC Reds Weekly.
I'll be playing Pokemon, mate.
Fair.
The next one is Skeptical Part 3. Jared played it yesterday and I liked it.
Yeah. Good tune.
And my third track is a bit of a memer, but Stars in the Roof of My Car.
What? Who's that by?
Riff Raff.
Okay, is that like an EDM song as well?
Nah.
House song?
Rap, it's vibes.
Oh, okay. Let me check how many...
Well, while he's doing that, why don't you guys go rip a fucking like, follow the show, rate us 5 stars. It's been a great episode. I'm guessing is it in hours or days or minutes or what's like
It's in hours. Also,
Hours.
there's 699 saves. If you're listening and you haven't liked our playlist, it's called P&C Lads Weekly. It's on Spotify. Go like it because we're one save off 700. I want you to guess the hours. And then I want you to guess the first ever song that was put in the playlist. It's by one of our very...
Justin Bieber Ghost.
Yep. Okay, good stuff.
And the entire playlist, there's 500 songs.
There's 501 songs now.
Okay. I'm going to guess that it's 20 songs an hour. So, what's that? I'm going to guess 20 hours.
I'll give you one more guess.
Higher or lower?
Higher.
24 hours.
29 hours.
Wow.
And 20 minutes. 699
Yeah.
saves.
No, that was actually stupid for me because I went at 3 minutes a song, but most songs are like 5.
You know what's funny is that, like, when you look at it, it's just funny to see how, but firstly, our music taste has somewhat changed. You go through like different trends and whatnot.
The phases, bro.
But then, like, phases in life,
Yeah.
more depressing songs, more upbeat songs, more this, more that. You get everything in this playlist.
You do. If you put that shit on shuffle, bro, you're getting country, EDM, a little bit techno, fucking
rock.
Back to rock, bro. Back to some old school 90s, back to my fucking Evanescence days. Like, come on.
Mate, you've got everything. Just go give it a
If
like.
you have ADHD, you might have a fucking absolute field. You might no longer need your meds. Just pop
This
the
is a
podcast
Jared
on.
playlist. I never know what I'm getting in that guy's car.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yesterday when they're going to the beach, bro, I've got that Skepta song. Next thing I know, we're fucking listening to some fucking, I don't even know, melodic fucking indie, bro.
You know what's a core trait of Moore? He listens to this show. He's a Nicki Minaj fanatic, bro. He loves her.
Not just a Nicki Minaj fanatic, Dylan. He's that subcategory of rap.
You know
females?
Yeah.
He fucking loves them, bro.
You know what's so funny?
Doja Cat.
You know what's so funny? He's going to be packing a box right now or like fucking unpacking a pallet. He's going to be giggling.
Yeah, no, bro, he loves his Doja Cat. He loves like Nicki Minaj. What's that other one he loves? The
Sexy. He used to love
Sexy Red. No, there's
I know who you're talking about. The
Ice Spice.
There's another one though as well, bro.
Dude, he loves her, bro. I love it.
I still remember back in the day when we were at what was that place in Freo that we loved? Where we used to get the fish bowls?
Yeah.
Newport.
Oh.
Newport Hotel.
You youngins don't even know, bro.
He did this one karaoke song where he just fucking rapped Nicki Minaj's verse, bro. And everyone was just like, okay. Everyone was just hyping him up. And he was like, loving it.
Yeah. We need a fucking we need a night out with all the boys, man.
Well, that's gonna happen because we're gonna be doing a pub golf as this weather gets on.
Facts.
And it'll be in like a Freo, or mate, you know where I'm thinking we should do it, like a Leaderville or something, or like a Mount Lawley.
What we should do.
Needs to be where a lot of pubs are.
We should do multiple. We should like start in Leaderville, but like and then go to the city.
Okay, well that's close.
But we should get a bus. Mini bus, bro.
A
Wouldn't be that
bus.
much. If we had 10 of us, like you get like one of those 10-seater bus things. Fucking be lit, bro. Just like just one transfer, because you don't want to get Ubers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
I mean that's why you do it close. But yeah, if we could go to the city, that's fine as well.
yeah.
Once again, give us suggestions or a bit of insight if you've gone to Tomorrowland or know anyone. That's a big thing.
That's
on our
coming
minds.
up very soon too. We need to get on top of that.
Everything else is really fine in terms like we got so much time to book all the other shit. Do that next year. But the Tomorrowland stuff, events, let us know. Stuff to do in Europe. Keep filling us in. That's what he said. That's what she said.
Fill me up, baby.
Apart from that, it's been magical. You'll be able to listen to it with great audio. So
Yeah,
hope
it's
you've
been a
enjoyed
pleasure.
Come to CBH.
Yeah, we'll see you there on Sunday. Bye.
Goodbye.